Cardinal coffee. Morning, Arlo.
Morning.
I guess it's truss time.
It's truss time.
That's exciting.
I guess it's like straighten it out a little bit. Truss time.
That's right. We're gonna straighten the walls with our double top plate. Lay them out. Are they 19.2 on center?
Yeah, I believe that's
Do we have a truss plan? Where is
I
Jamie?
asked Jamie yesterday. He said it is 19.2
Okay.
because that's what we got.
In there, little buddy. Come on in. Yep. We're using these top plates to straighten our wall a little bit, and that's a good pro tip. You can see how we've got this plate bowed the opposite of the wall. So once he gets it nailed to here, we'll rack the wall in and straighten the wall with the plate. So that's a good thing for double top plating. You can do it. We're also shooting it like just off center from our studs so that we don't have a bunch of nails in the part that might get drilled for mechanicals. That always ticks the electricians off. I hit like 10 nails.
Plumber loves
Yeah. Yeah, and the other reason we need this double top plate is that our layout for our trusses is not the same. You heard me say 19.2 with Arlo up there. So these are 16, boom, boom. The trusses are 19.2, which are these diamonds. So they will not land directly on top of these studs. This gets you where you can put a floor truss anywhere on this top plate, not just directly on top, so.
You know who likes floor trusses the best? Girls.
Oh God, what is it?
Because of diamonds. Diamonds are girls' best friend.
Okay. I don't know what happened right then. That was a Jamie joke.
You right?
Yep. All right, I'll tag a couple there. All right, now. Oh yeah, all right, go ahead. It's actually pretty straight now. We probably should still brace it though. Jono's pulling out here 11 foot 2 inches because there's a toilet flange. Ooh, and it's gonna hit straight on it. It's like out here somewhere. So we're gonna have to slide this truss over one way or the other. I mean, it couldn't be more dead center, Arlo.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's directly, yeah, so you can't drill a 3-inch or 4-inch hole through a truss that's only 3.5.
Let him take that measurement.
Yeah, let's draw the pipe.
It might be 11.3. Yeah.
So it's more,
Still just as bad.
okay, say it's 11.3, you're talking about a pipe that big, we should probably slide the truss that way. And what I'd say is let's just set it on this side of layout. Jason, on your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th truss in, set it back. Yep. So you've got the X on the left, do X on the right, set it back and just scribble out your other mark. The 19.2 spacing seems really odd because it's a 0.2. It's not even like a quarter. It's just like between normal measurements. And the reason that works out for what we're doing here is it's divisible into 8 feet with 5 spaces evenly. And our normal 16-inch center is 6 spaces in 8 feet. So basically you're cutting out 1 truss per 8-foot section on 19.2 centers compared to 16-inch centers, but it's 1 more per 8-foot space than 2-foot centers. So that's what that is. It's a weird spacing, but it works out evenly on 8 feet. I'm going to show you what Jono's doing is building the end truss. These 2 2x4s will match the top 2 2x4s of our trusses over there that lap onto the top plates. And then they sink in 2 feet since we have all this space down here. And that's called a drop truss, I believe, or a top cord bearing truss. And that'll keep us from getting stacked up 2 feet higher off of the ground there, which is really nice. So they're a great option if you already have a tall foundation and room to kill underneath. You don't want your house taller. Yeah, I'll swap you 1 smooth rack for 1 Galvy rack.
That sounds like a deal. Don't look, that guy over in the corner's looking at us.
All right, I'm set.
When's the crane coming?
No crane.
Whoa! What do you mean no crane?
We don't need a crane. man's sitting on a little slant here, so we're gonna play it safe and hand unload this. Nothing worse than disheveled sheets of subfloor all scattered down the hole. That's bad.
Wait a minute.
Back up another 4 feet.
Arlo's like, it'll take 2 seconds. It'll take a half a second.
Can you back up like another 2 guys up there, 2 guys down
It's
here,
already
back up
done.
here.
We got a knife.
He's got that, look, he's got that.
That's the same thing.
A lot of it.
It's always good to double check things because even though Jason burned the 7 7/8, he did it from a different side of this plate than he did his measurement over here, making all these like 5.5 inches off. Yeah.
about right.
But in your head, you did all the stuff right. And all I'm saying is that happens really super easy.
Yeah.
And you could get really screwed up if you didn't double check. So we just started laying it out again, and he had me hooked there instead
You
of...
put it there, I
know.
wasn't
I
thinking.
put it there and just started going, and so we almost did it wrong again. And we've been building houses like 20 years. So all I'm saying is it does not hurt to double check every single thing to make sure it's right before you start setting trusses.
James.
So burn me
Yeah,
one time.
Well, we need a Sharpie so we can see what the hell we're doing. So we don't
Okay.
do the same thing again.
Correct side of the plate.
7 7/8.
Okay, and let's mark the diamonds. Diamonds. All right, that's, how do I signify? That's the one. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Start up.
Oh, start up. Center line. Look at this plate.
Who is the DA that did this?
That's it.
That's it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because it's not like that.
You can see what we've got going on here is that we have a truss set, and now we can slide all these out flat across the hole. There you go.
Okay, yep, that's good.
And that's going to make it super easy to set these. Balance.
Let's see, we getting there?
A little more. Whoa. You guys got the painted ends figured out?
I think Arlo did. I didn't do it.
Okay, looks like painted ends are going that way. This video is brought to you by AG1, and if you don't know what that is, it's a all-in-one greens powder that I use. It helps me live an active and healthy lifestyle. It's a really easy way to make your nutrition better. It has 75 minerals, whole foods, source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens in one daily serving. It's super simple. Just a few of the many benefits from using AG1 include supporting your gut health, supporting your immunity, getting better energy, faster recovery, and even better focus. For me, it's just so much simpler and so much more enjoyable than taking a handful of pills and vitamins every morning. And even though AG1 is green, it does not taste like broccoli or Brussels sprouts. I actually enjoy the taste and I look forward to taking it every day. The bottom line here is that AG1 provides everything my body needs to be on optimal performance every day, which is what I need. So if you care about your health, I would really recommend it. If you use the special link down in my video description, you'll get a year's supply of vitamin D3K2, comes in a little dropper. I use it personally. You'll also get 5 free travel packs. Thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring our video. They've been a longtime sponsor of this channel, which we really appreciate. Let's get back to work. How do they feel?
Oh, these?
Heavy?
No, man. Come on, man. Yeah, they're heavy. Yeah, they're heavy. I was trying to be cool, but no.
So we're just tacking these with 1 screw per end for now. In case we need to move them, it's not impossible. And then we'll come back and nail them off really well.
Oh yeah.
The trusses we're using here were about $10,000, which is a lot. I would have guessed maybe 5,000.
Yeah.
Is what I would have guessed. Luckily, this is cost plus. We're not having to eat any cost. But Jamie did call the truss plant just a minute ago, and I quote him. He said, "Don't take this the wrong way, but I just want to double check that that's the right price because that seems kind of high."
With just a few minutes of talking with the truss guy, he actually explained how they price the trusses. And it's actually on the lineal or linear, is it lineal? Linear?
I think either.
The length. Lineal. The lineal footage of material used in the truss is how they derive the price. And a lot of these trusses are at the maximum span of what they can build on a floor truss, which is 28 feet and 2 feet deep. And the top and bottom cords are doubled. So that's...
It might be right.
I'm leaning more now in my mind toward it being right. Also, when you start using more material and doubling, you have to use larger plates to tie it all together. Those cost more money.
These walk so nice compared to floor joists. Having that 3.5, it is so nice.
Totally is, yeah. Way better.
Even
Safer.
with Mugsy Bogues there.
Tape measure.
We're onto these 28-foot ones now that have a double top, double bottom for where the kitchen island's gonna be, so they can bear that weight. And I'm gonna run the top of the wall here because these are a lot heavier. Keep it balanced. Ooh, my goodness.
Down.
Yep.
Okay, going flat.
All right, just keep working it slow, because however fast you go, I gotta walk that fast. I don't go slow.
There's nothing happening fast here.
Yep, keep coming, keep coming.
Okay, now once we're gonna have to tip it right away, Jono.
You in a good spot, Jono? Okay.
I'm ready to tip here. Getting tipsy.
Okay.
All right, let her hang.
Am I in the black on these?
We're gonna skip 3. Hey, Jamie, I guess we'll have to get an outswing door here. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You knew that?
That's the plan.
Okay, nice.
That is the plan.
They're gonna snap a line because our treated plate has just a little hump out.
I don't know, Jamie.
It's not much.
Maybe it doesn't have much.
You guys are splitting atoms here. The engineering on these to me is so interesting that it just has to hang by those 2 boards and somehow it's super strong. It just doesn't look right.
I don't know how it's possible. It makes me want to put a big screw like straight down through the top of this too, to there, but it's just hanging there.
Right.
I mean, literally, you wouldn't even have to attach these to the house if you put.
Why are we doing it?
I don't know. I mean, they're just here forever. They're not going anywhere. They can't get out of
Yeah.
here.
I
don't
also
know.
like these because even before you have a rim board on, which we really don't have a rim board in this case, they don't want to like tip over side to side if you're walking them.
Right, you're not putting band boards on that actually are the strength that holds it from tipping or
Yeah.
being twisted or whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to doing the trusses. I'm gonna have to continue to remind the homeowner of that when I tell her how much these cost. I'm gonna have to. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and come up with a list of all the
Yeah.
benefits in my head so I'm prepared.
Well, we would have had to pay for footings, posts, girders, all this other stuff,
Labor.
and it would have been a lot more labor.
Definitely.
This is going to happen in like 1 hour.
And I'm convinced this will be a flatter floor. The finished product, this is gonna be flatter and stronger, I believe.
We've got most of this done, but we're going to stop and eat lunch and also take a break so that we can put these rat runs, or what do you call them, strong backs?
Strong backs, yep, per the drawing. We'll show you the drawing here,
Yeah.
what's going on.
They have to get slid into the webbing of this trusses, which is going to be a little harder. Well, we can go right through that.
We
Wall
can
doesn't
go
have
through
sheathing.
The end. I mean, we could just wait, but
Yeah.
it's just more like shoving it through, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
I don't know. I think it might be worth it to do it now.
So this is the big truss, and it's showing 3 of these strong backs. 1, 2, 3.
Here's the note right there. Additional notes.
Yeah. So these are engineered. There's the engineering. Basically, what that means is the inspector can't say anything about these. He doesn't know anything about whether these pass code other than an engineer said they do. So we have to follow this, or else they don't pass code.
Yeah, or else.
Yeah, or else they could fail as well. So, and you can't cut them, or can you?
Shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Probably not.
They're probably not going to send us any trusses just talking about it, like joking about it. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. The inspector will want to look at this drawing and check that we did what is spec'd on here. That's what he'll do.
That's a good plan. All right, this other one, the shorter truss, only has 2 runs, and they are on each side of this square. Now, the square is for heating and air conditioning ductwork. That's for the main trunk line. If you want to utilize that, if you were going to have a finished ceiling underneath this,
That would be nice.
that way
for
you get your largest ductwork, and they give you a special place for it.
But we don't need that because we have a whole crawl space.
We don't need it at all. We're debating on whether we should install these permanently now by screwing them in all the way, and I think we've decided against it for the reason of actually having to get each of these. See this movement right here?
I see it.
So we need to do a layout board on top where it's easy to measure our 19.2-inch centers on a 2x4 like a rat run that's just going to be temporary on top and in the dead center of the span, so that we can have all of these perfectly straight, because they can side bow a little bit, just they're not.
A lot of it. I mean, hey.
Yeah. So then we'll apply the subfloor to the top, and then these boards will already be slid in here, and we just simply put them where they go and screw them in. We don't have to worry about attaching these potentially in the wrong place.
Yeah, and the subfloor could help kind of, you know, bring them in line with each other if they're out of a line in any way.
Yeah, and they're pretty darn good, but I was actually just talking to the truss engineer again, just asking him questions, and he said that they build in a crown on these, almost like a regular piece of conventional lumber is going to have some kind of crown usually. A small fraction, he couldn't define the actual
deflects,
amount.
it's flat.
Yes, so the weight of the truss and the loading of the pounds per square foot the truss is rated for, it'll actually be flat when it's loaded. Have you ever seen a tractor trailer go down the road with an empty bed on it?
Yeah, flat bed.
Especially the aluminum bed ones. They have a extreme crown on them.
Yeah.
And then when they're loaded heavy with the load, they are flat.
Crazy.
So when they don't put a heavy load on it, like a light load, if you ever look, they use shim blocks to get the load like flat so it doesn't curve and conform to the shape of the bed.
We're building tractor trailers or houses.
I know. What are we talking about? Oh my gosh.
Hold up. All right, cut. Holy cow.
Hey, did you notice how he was standing too? You know, he's been going to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
I saw he was like this with his arm up like this, so his bicep. Yeah, you were. You're like this. So we're gonna put these rat runs in around here somewhere.
I'm just resting my arm here.
Whatever, dude.
You ready? Woo! Wrong side. We about dropped her in the hole. Okay. I'm starting to like this fast cap drill retention. I'm getting used to it. I do have more somewhere. It was a real hassle at first, but now that I'm used to it, it's really nice knowing that my drill is not gonna pop off of there, because that does happen a lot. And especially if there's people below me. We're just straightening this wall plate by doing a toe screw through the wall plate into this, and it'll pull the wall that way, plate that way. Yeah.
Try mine again.
That's probably enough.
Okay.
So let's just reattach.
I'm just gonna leave that.
Yeah. Now that our trusses are set, we're going to install this blocking between the truss ends. And the reason for this is just to give us a solid place to nail the wall plate through the sheathing and to support the sheathing solid. It's not required per the truss engineering or anything like that. We just thought it'd be a good idea. So we're doing it. We were going to do doubled up, but we decided to rip it and just make a 3-inch one piece to save material. Blocking on this side, we're doing a full 2x6 because as we come across the way here 24 feet, these sheets of Advantech run short by just a little bit, so our last full sheet might end somewhere right there, and that way we have solid blocking to put that little strip on and then set our wall on. So I think that's going to work really nice. Our final step here to get ready for the subfloor is to put on these rat runs that are laid out so that all these trusses are straight on layout. I'm gonna make sure I put it where I can get like at least 3 rows of the OSB put on. 12 foot would be there, so I think I'm gonna go about where this band mark is with the board, and that'll be good. I'm just gonna screw it on so we can pull it off easy. You can see how like wobbly these are if you don't do that. Arlo's really good at marking which end goes where and whatnot. That makes it easy.
We'll save all these screws. Once we're done with this, we'll pull them out and go get this in squared up. That's actually looking pretty good. The triple hammer does really good. It shoots them in so fast. Hey, thanks for building with us today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please remember to get subscribed, give us a thumbs up, and click the notifications bell. That'll help you to get our future videos, and it also helps us out so that YouTube knows that you enjoyed our content and they'll recommend it to other people. Also, if you want to get an amazing tool belt, check out perkinsbuilderbelt.com. We designed and built our ideal tool belt, and you can buy it online. It's a great deal and it's a great price because we don't pay for advertising, so you get the savings. Also, make sure to check out perkinsdeals.com. That's a great way to support us. We sell overstock stuff that has to do with building that was on Amazon and other sites, so there's great deals there as well. Again, thank you for building with us. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.